Whoops, I almost, I accidentally unpaused it there. Hello and welcome back to part 2 of episode 2 of Tell Me Why, and we're going to resume right now.
Man, I can't believe Braun lied. I mean, I may not be the guy's biggest fan, but he's always talking about the truth and the law and shit.
Do you have to be so happy about it?
What?
I know you've been waiting for something like this. Something that proves Eddie's an asshole. But gloating about it is really not cool. It's Tina. I gotta take this. Yeah, just a sec. I'm parking the car.
Do we know who Tina is?
Guess I'll just go stretch my legs then.
No, just give me a sec. Okay, Tina, what's going on?
Hi, hon. I've got someone who is super interested in seeing the house.
Oh, that's amazing. When?
They're just in the area for a couple of days, so they'd like to come by day after tomorrow.
Oh, I'm not sure it'll be ready.
Hun, this guy is very motivated, but I know he's looking at other properties. Not like you've had people breaking down the door.
I appreciate that, but we've kind of got a lot going on over here.
Did I mention it would be an all-cash offer?
I don't think this is something we can do on our own. Like, this is a two-person deal.
It's not the right time.
A cash offer, Allison.
I'm sorry, but it'll be a total mess. I don't want to waste anyone's time.
Okay, well, you tell me when you're ready.
Huh. Well, I think I just made Tina's shit list.
Okay, well, hold on. Then we're on Tina's shit list. So now we know Tina is the realtor. That name may have come up in episode 1. I don't happen to remember. Well, that sucks for Tina, because in this particular relationship, Tina is working on behalf of the twins. It's their property. If they need more time to clean it up, then so be it. And the fact that Tina calls up hot to trot on this brand new prospect, well, that's awesome for Tina. But for the twins, they're going through a lot. They're sorting through the past of their lives. And also, I don't think it's appropriate for either one of them to make this decision without consulting the other. This is going to be a group project, and Tina's going to have to sit and wait.
God, I'd love to be able to make something like this.
So would I, by the way. Oh, we can rotate all the way around. Well, that far around. So is this just built into the stump? Like, is the dog part of the stump? I bet it is. I bet that's all one part. So there was something, it looks like there's something over there. Oh, we can see it from here, actually.
In a few weeks, you'll be able to climb to the top of that waterfall. With an ice pick. Marianne was anxious about rocks falling on the road. She always assumed the worst would happen.
That could be a result of who she was before the twins knew her. Sometimes people assume the worst because they're pessimists. Sometimes they assume the worst because they've learned the worst is more common than not. Yeah, so at the end of the... Hold on, is this just the same thing again?
In a few weeks, you'll be able to climb to the top of that waterfall. With an ice pick.
I like Allison's hat, by the way. I was glad that we got to, like, not have it on for a while, because I did feel like the first episode was a little bit conspicuous with its lack of costume changes. Again, I was sort of thinking, oh, maybe this didn't have, like, the development budget to have them taking off their coats and hanging them up when they went into the grocery store and stuff. It didn't bother me. I actually felt like the episode was structured in a way where a lack of, you know, clothing changes made a lot of sense. But I was glad in this episode that we got to see them inside the house and not conspicuously bundled up for the ravages of winter. Even though, again, it would have made sense since they don't have power.
Dee and I did that trail a couple years ago. We drank ice-cold beers when we reached the summit. Whose votes are you looking to win out here, Tom? The Bears?
I do see Tyler up there, obviously. I just wanted to take a quick look around and see what else we can find. I'm not going to be bothered, but I hope I didn't miss any collectibles in the previous scene. I wasn't trying to advance the storyline as quickly as it went. Bear encounters are frequent during Salmon Run, May through October. Exercise extreme caution along all rivers, local trails, viewpoints, and glacier roads. During autumn, bears move to higher elevations to feed on berries and den for the winter. Do not feed the bears. Keep all food properly stowed and contained. Stay alert, learn to spot fish and game carcasses and scavengers. Make noise while hiking. Bears don't like surprises. Never hike alone. Always carry pepper spray when hiking. In case of encounter, do not run. Stand your ground, wave your arms, talk loudly. Do not climb trees or poles. Bears are extremely efficient climbers. In case of violent attack, fight back vigorously. So, I have a question about that last point. I thought that I had heard that in the event of like a bear attack, your best option is to just curl up into a tight little ball as best as you can. Try to avoid having any limbs that could get just like chomped or anything, and try to like protect your torso and head as best as you possibly can. Fighting back vigorously, you might as well punch a tank. Like, you're not gonna bother a bear with biting back vigorously. Not unless you've got a very high-powered shotgun, and even then, you'd better hit something vital. Don't listen to me. Listen to what I assume was the developers of Tell Me Why taking an actual wildlife notification from people that do know and scanning it into their game. But I'm just saying, there is no action I could take that would do more than, like, I might as well poke the bear with my finger for all that it matters. It's just not going to make any difference. And yes, I do feel like we went over here briefly when we were on the phone, but I don't know what I was or wasn't going to see, so fight back vigorously. In the event that a car is barreling towards you, fight back vigorously. I don't know how fast bears go, probably faster than I can go, but fighting the urge to run would be its own battle, because bears are big, and bears can kill you by accident, so I would not want to alarm one. Can I look at this? Yes.
The artist really nailed this one. Dorian Key. Kinda rings a bell.
There's a little plaque down there. Dorian Key, that's where she got it from.
Looks like you found a nice spot.
We've been here before, right? So, Tina?
Tina West, our realtor.
Oh, that Tina. What'd she need?
She had someone who wanted to see the house, but he could only come by day after tomorrow.
And you told her no?
Yeah. We need more time than that, to get things cleaned up and,
Thanks. But what if it's the only call we get?
And I guess we just grow old and lose our minds in that fucking house.
Sounds like a plan. So, before Tina called, we were talking.
Yeah?
I'm not happy your foster father fucked up.
Oh yeah? Because you sure sounded like it.
He hid information about Marianne.
I know! You just don't have to rub it in.
He doesn't get a pass just because this is uncomfortable for you.
I'm not giving him a pass. It's just hard.
This whole damn situation is hard. You think I liked learning all that shit about Tessa?
This town, these people, they're just memories to you. But it's my home, Tyler. my friends, my family. And as much as I want answers, I'd rather not lay waste to my entire life to get them.
I didn't come here to ruin your life, Allison. I just want some answers.
I know. That's why we're doing all this, right?
I don't think Eddie warned me about all this is an appropriate response. Nor is, are you going to sulk all day? Look, tensions are high.
Our hometown looks pretty picturesque from here, doesn't it?
You're way more attached to this place than you let on.
It's pretty crazy Tina found someone willing to pay cash for a house out here, huh?
Yeah. Who has that kind of money and wants to buy a house in Delos Crossing?
Now we'll never know.
We'll get another buyer.
Hopefully.
Was that it? There were so many other conversation options.
You feeling that, Ty?
Yeah.
Found you! North Star! Okay, now you're the star and I'm the compass. Okay, and don't cheat. I know you were sending me fake hints last time. I did not. Yes, you did. Okay, I won't do it again.
You were always accusing me of cheating.
Because you totally did.
It was a cool game. Guessing where you were just by feeling what you felt.
No one else could play it with us.
That was the beauty of it.
For real? You never wanted any other friends?
No, not really. I mean, we had each other. That was enough for me.
So, not too disappointed I turned down our chance to be billionaires?
Nah, all that money would have made me soft. And I've spent way too many years polishing my edgy side. You were right to call me out earlier. I was being a jerk about Eddie.
I'm all for enjoying the wins as they come, but maybe not at the expense of my father figure.
I'll try my best.
Okay, just a quick pause. Can we note the fact that the snow is starting to like collect on their shoulders and stuff? Like I was saying earlier, like possibly limited development. They don't comment on every little thing, which is behavior that I'm accustomed to from Life is Strange and Life is Strange 2. Like these flakes are starting to like appear on the top of her hat and on his shoulders. Like that is a super nice touch, as is the tracks that they leave in the snow. Also, Guiding Compass and North Star, that's a super cool game. Holy shit. Like, the sort of game that kids might make up if they had a bond that nobody else had with them. I was trying to work out, like, what's different from just, why not just call it hide and seek, but it's the fact that they're... here's the rules as I understand them. One of them has to hide within eyesight and then provide clues to the other about what they can see and feel. I think he said specifically finding you based only on what you could feel. That's awesome. That's such a cool idea.
Hey, look what I found.
Wow, a tree.
Aha! I knew it was still here.
I knew we'd been here before. We claimed it as part of the Ronin kingdom.
And it still is. All it needs is a little update.
What are you doing?
What I wanted to do back then, but I didn't have the guts. There, looking better already.
You're right. Way better.
So, what's the plan?
We go inside and calmly ask Eddie why he was there that day.
All right.
Let's try to let him get his side of the story out, okay?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. I understand, Mr. Barrow. I'll be sure to let him know. Yes, I have it all written down.
I think this is Rosa.
Have a good day, Mr. Barrow. Morning, Missy.
How'd you get stuck working reception?
Rose called in sick this morning.
Oh.
I'm covering for her while I try to get my paperwork done. What are you doing here?
Just checking in with Uncle Eddie.
I'm guessing from the identical features that this is Tyler?
Tyler, Denise, Tyler.
Do I?
Wilson.
I don't get to say
Tell
anything?
Officer Vincenzi that I'll be... Oh, good morning, Allison.
Hi, Uncle.
I'm gonna take Dr. Torres' statement. No need for Vincenzi to come back to the station.
He doesn't seem like he's in the best of moods.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but he's been a little off all day. Good luck.
Great. He has an excuse to brush us off.
I'm sure he'll make time.
Hey,
He speaks. How's Delos treating you so far?
it's been good to see Allison.
She's been talking nonstop about you lately. I know she's happy to have you here. Hey, been meaning to say, Allison showed us that article you wrote for the Juneau Daily last year. You were spot on. The state needs to be giving way more money to youth centers. Fireweed was lucky to have you.
Thanks. I spent a lot of time fighting for more outdoor activities. Made some enemies in the administration over that one. But the first time those kids summited Mount Roberts, man, they were so proud. It felt great.
I know exactly what you mean. I, volunteer sometimes with the JCE. You know, give lectures about police work, lead group talks when I can.
JCE?
You know, Juneau Coalition for Equality.
Oh. Oh. Wait, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, and I don't mean to preach, but the kids in those groups, be it Fireweed or the JCE, they need people who really understand them. People who know where they're coming from and will fight for what they need. Anyways, sorry for the rant.
Oh, hello, kids.
Hello, middle-aged adult.
Everything all right? Your uncle said you two were going to be knee-deep in trash for a few days.
Few days? That's optimistic. It feels like every time we clear out a
213,
drawer,
this
two
is
more
dispatch.
just appear out of thin air.
Ah, yes. You got my sympathies. When we emptied Linda's parents' house, oof, I thought we'd have to rent a backhoe.
How is Linda? I feel like I haven't seen her in months.
Good. Yeah, she started working over at the high school as the librarian. Pay's not great, but she gets to see the kids every day, so...
I bet Brendan's thrilled.
Oh, yeah. Happy as any teenager who's got to spend extra time with his mom.
Well, I'll let you work.
No worries. You're not a bother.
So let me just note that in episode 1, which was for me a week ago, we were able to look through some files and stuff. I didn't have a very good sense for who these police officers were when they weren't here, so there might be some action of like, oh, right, this is that person. For example, I'm trying to remember if Denise, was that who we just met at the front desk? I thought that was Rosa because I remembered that being Rosa's computer, and no, in fact, you know, that's Denise. Denise was the one who had the birthday party, right? And she was turning 30? I think it was 30. Anyway.
Dr. Torres.
Tyler
You said your daughter
Ronan.
was with you
Good to
during
see
the
you
incident?
again.
Yes,
You've
she was.
gotten
I'll
tall.
need
That
information.
usually happens between ages 11 and 21.
Yeah, well,
Isabella Henderson,
welcome home.
July 16th, 2009.
Henderson.
Thanks. It's been a while.
So, what
Yes,
brings
my
you two
father's
around?
My ex-husband.
Does she live with you most of the time?
Well,
Her
yes.
father has private
We're here to see Chief Brown.
because of
Oh
my
boy,
health.
what do you do now?
Stays with me.
Suspects wanted for a felony.
Oh, well, don't forget to read him his Miranda rights. So is there anything I can help you with?
He's not going to give us access to Marianne's file under any circumstances, but we might as well, like, be cordial.
Busy day around here?
No, the fire alarm went off 3 times in the span of an hour this morning. I thought the chief was gonna rip that alarm right off the wall.
All right. Incident report states you called yesterday at 6:13. Someone vandalized your mailbox.
I'll make it up to you, I promise.
Chenzi was dispatched to your home at 6:29.
Oh, they're talking about the birthday.
But you couldn't stay to give a statement?
I had to be in surgery at 9. I was already running behind.
Of course. Says here you work at Cottonwood Hospital?
That's right.
That sure is a commute.
It certainly is.
What's your usual working hours?
I'm a surgical resident at one of the only hospitals in Southeast Alaska.
Oh
I'm
boy,
basically
fire
the
drills.
home.
Everybody's favorite way to slack off.
Hey, is that your desk?
Really appreciate you
Huh?
coming in after a
I didn't
24-hour
think so.
shift.
Move on.
Right. Sorry.
Did you need something, Allison?
Yeah. Tyler? Can you come here?
Okay, wait, I'm just saying, he is currently interviewing, he's taking an official statement from a doctor about something. There is no world in which, like, parental figure or not, they cannot step into the middle of this. That, they have to wait. They have to wait. I'm just saying.
Chief Brown's taking a statement, but you might be able to snag him when he's done.
Yeah, when he's done, we can't interrupt this. Allison, like, you can't expect me to go up and, like...
With me, Dr. Torres.
Of course. I woke up at 5 and got ready for work. Isabella's father was coming over to pick her up at 6:30. So I woke her up at 6. I made breakfast, and as we were eating, I realized I hadn't grabbed the mail the night before. Isabella asked to come with me.
Tyler?
So I helped her
ready?
into her coat and boots before we went out. We stepped outside. It was still quite dark, but she spotted it anyway. Something was going through our mailbox. My back was to it because I was shutting the door. But Isabella is certain of what she saw. She says it was a little kid. Around her size. She shouted at them, but by the time I turned around, they were gone.
A little kid.
That's what she said. A little kid wearing stripes.
What about you? Are you sure you didn't see anything?
Tyler? You ready?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay. I feel it's incredibly irresponsible. The thing is, it's not because he's a cop, it's because he's at work. If he was a welder and he was sitting there with his face mask down and he was like welding the metal, it wouldn't seem appropriate to go up and tap him on the shoulder. Excuse me, I've like, my personal interests trump your job duties right now, especially when, like, they can come back later.
Morning, Chief Brown.
Good morning, Tyler.
Hey, could we talk to you in private? It's a little urgent.
Can you excuse me for a second, Dr. Torres? What's going on, you two?
We had a few more questions about our mother.
Look, now's not the best time.
Well, maybe we can come back later then?
Excuse me. Come on. Guys, I'm understaffed today. I've got a receptionist out sick, an officer dealing with personal issues. I need to finish taking this woman's statement, and I don't have time to chat right now.
We were just hoping for some answers.
Well, I don't know what more you think I'm going to say. I already told you everything. I need to get back to this complaint. Sorry, guys.
Oh, I hate when he's stubborn like that. So what now?
course, Miss Torres.
The other thing that I just want to note is, as far as we can tell, the chief of police here, Police Chief Eddie, lied about what he knew and when he had last seen Marianne on the day of her death. That looks really bad for him. And if anything, I feel like the twins are underselling how alarming that should be. There's so little reason for him to have lied about the last time that he saw the woman who was killed. Like I want to call her the victim in that she died, but I feel like some of the details are still hazy enough that all we know is that she died and he was not honest, apparently on official police paperwork, about when he had last seen her. And this is something that they both remember. They disagree on the tenor of the conversation, but not on the fact that he had been there. That seems like a big damn deal, and I'm certainly not on Eddie's side here, but to elbow their way in on an official police interview, whatever you want to call it, it's going to do the opposite of make him feel cooperative, and frankly makes them seem irrational to go up and like elbow their way in. I know that they consider this urgent, but they are investigating events a decade old. It can wait another 5 minutes while he writes down what, and by the way, if I haven't said it already, this is pertinent to something that we heard a lot about in the first episode about the mailbox bandit. I guess it'll be interesting to see how much that folds into the story. I guess now the new piece of information that we heard is that somebody witnessed somebody rifling through a mailbox that didn't belong to them, and it was a little kid wearing stripes.
Where were we?
Well, he's obviously not going to give us the truth. So I say we go get it ourselves. Where do you think they'd stash her file?
I don't know. The archive room? Maybe Eddie's office? Wait, you're not seriously thinking of breaking and entering a police archive?
Go big or go home.
Where's Isabella now?
At school.
Or go big and go to jail. you have a record, Tyler. Like, the court system is not going to look favorably on this. Nor will Eddie if he's... Why would you lie about whether or not you had seen Marianne earlier that day? What was the call that Eddie made? It seems extremely suspicious. As I did with Marianne, we're going to withhold... Well, as I'm still doing with Marianne, we're going to withhold judgment, but it seems really shady is all I'm saying.
So, Tyler, Chief said you were a mentor over at Fireweed, huh? You ever think of joining the force?
Greg's, he just got here.
Yeah, I know, but we could use more people like him.
So when he says people like him, what I hear is people who work with others, mediate, de-escalate. Like, those are all tools that Tyler would have brought in. That's what I hear. And maybe this is a quick point to note. There may be microaggressions that happen between the residents here and Tyler that will go right over my head. So if one of those happens and I don't catch it or comment on it or anything like that, it may just be that I don't perceive it because I'm not keyed in on the language or the mannerisms that people may use. I just want to say that at least once. So when he says people, this officer, whatever his name is, says people like him, what I hear is people with Tyler's skill set, having been a mediator for at-risk kids. Those are the sorts of skills that I would want in a police officer, not someone who's going to go in and look for any opportunity to draw their sidearm, but rather somebody who's going to go in and say, hold on, let's take a breath, hear each other, find a way to find a good solution and to take things down.
Thanks. But I'm not sure that's my thing.
Are you really trying to recruit my brother?
And why not? We're short-handed right now. And since you've shot down my offers, I figured I'd try the other Ronin kid.
Wouldn't hurt to lower the average age around here, I guess.
And by the way, Tyler's not interested because he wants to go be a ranger. Okay. Nothing new here. Okay, I don't think that we can talk to... I feel like she goes by D, although I don't know if Tyler knows her well enough to call her that.
Let's go upstairs, Tyler.
In a minute.
What's up?
Sorry about your dog. Did something happen to her dog? Was this from the previous episode? I don't remember this.
Allison told me about your dog. I'm sorry.
Thanks, yeah. He was a good boy. The best.
Right. Okay. Yeah, she had a husky. Oh, she's the woman who likes the Iditarod and everything, right? And her dog passed away defending her against... Was it a bear? I think I do remember this.
So, how do you like being a cop? Must be kind of weird.
Oh, yeah. But I know I do a lot of good here. And the team's great. Chief Brown, he gets it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We hired this guy last year who kept asking me to get him coffee. Chief canned his ass that day.
Wow. Way to go, Chief Brown.
What about you? Any thoughts on the future?
Well, I studied to be a park ranger, and I'm hoping to do a tour in Denali.
Hey, you know, I have a cousin who works in Yosemite. If Denali doesn't work out, I could see if they have any openings for you.
You do that?
Of course. As long as you don't make me sorry I offered.
Thanks, Denise. That'd be amazing.
I don't know that I have anything else to say about the JCE, but...
How did you find out about the JCE?
Same way anyone finds anything. The internet. It took a few months before I actually went to a meeting, though. Every time I thought about going, I chickened out.
I can totally relate.
Well, trust me when I say it was the right move. It is a wonderful, supportive community. Can't recommend it enough.
See you around then.
Yeah, back to the grind. We'll talk later, okay?
You coming upstairs?
Allison?
Uh-huh.
Glad to see you hanging around, but you know the drill.
Right. Break room or lobby.
Thank you.
Tyler.
Yeah, no.
What are you two up to over there? Everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine. We're just, I was just telling Tyler where the upstairs bathroom is. Tyler, help me out here.
Oh, yeah. Toilet emergency, lake water, you know, Mother Nature's juice cleanse.
And there's a bathroom just past the break room. Behind you. First door on your right.
Forget it, Tyler. There's no way we're getting upstairs out in the open like this. It's too suspicious. There must be another way up.
You know, Greggs was talking about a fire drill earlier. Are there any kind of fire exits?
Oh my god. Why didn't I think of that? Lobby. Now.
All right. Let's see. There. Fire exit.
It opens up to a staircase on the side of the building, but it'll definitely be locked from the inside. If one of us were to create a diversion, the other could slip upstairs and open the door. And since you're the troublemaker, I nominate you as the one to make a scene.
Wait. Really?
Got a better idea?
Not really. No.
Right. Let's go.
All right, so I'm gonna wave my arms and talk loudly and then fight back vigorously when I get tackled. Yeah, I mean, if I was to make a scene, I'd want to do it to the police chief. I want to look at the switch.
Guess I probably can't trip the circuit breaker, but I could turn the lights off.
Just go. Improvise.
Lean against the wall. Lean against the wall like you did it by accident. Yes, yes.
Oh, oops.
Tyler.
That is a good scene to have created. Total accident.
All right, I'm in position.
What now?
Turn right when you exit the station and follow the side of the building. The staircase will be right there.
All right, well, I'm not allowed to use the bathroom, so I'm gonna go pee against the edge of the building. I'll see you later.
You heading out?
Yeah, I need a smoke.
You should think about quitting. Only gets harder the longer you do it.
Yeah, I know.
While you're at it, get your sister to stop too.
I feel like we haven't seen her smoke much.
Winter air.
Okay, I'm by the door. Come on.
Hold on, there's a note. Be safe, not sorry. Happy 4th of July. Is that where we are right now? Fireworks are illegal in the state of Alaska. Serve and protect is where we start. Our mission is to earn your trust. And...
So that mailbox bandit struck again, huh?
Apparently so.
So, in terms of like a child wearing stripes, is there any possibility that this is a child's imagination seeing a raccoon opening up and rifling around inside a box? Raccoons have very nimble fingers. They're very curious. They're very intelligent. If a raccoon had reason to believe that people were like ordering food off the internet and sometimes found food inside of mailboxes, it might be trained to do that and just yank out whatever it came. But then again, you wouldn't expect the raccoon to drag things away. If it wasn't edible, they would just like leave them on the ground, I would think.
Those garbage cans are like the opposite of bear-proof. You know, it's actually really unhealthy for animals to eat our trash.
Simmer down. We don't have time for a ranger rant. And I've got the Wildlife Channel too, you know.
Is that supposed to be Greg's?
Oh, yeah. Well, no one knows for sure, but the resemblance is uncanny.
Who's the artist?
Cold case.
Their telepathic communications remain very, very quiet, like even to me. And the trouble is with turning that up, that doesn't have its own volume slider, and it's already up to maximum for dialogue.
Was that red warehouse part of the whole chicken farm business?
You know it. It's a shooting range now.
I know those are the stairs that we're supposed to take. I want to look around. There are collectibles. The twins apparently left there.
It's right behind me.
Okay. Is this as far as we can go? This is our
There's
invisible
nothing there.
wall? Okay.
Shit.
Where are you?
Right here. Open the door.
Quick, get in. Oh God, what did I just do?
You took control of your destiny. Own it.
I really don't think it's going to be in his office.
How old is Brown?
38.
Oh, wow. Graduated really young.
Youngest officer to ever join the DCPD. If Eddie catches us in here...
There's no turning back now.
Personnel files, department budgets, but 0 case files.
Looks like this is where Brown keeps all his personal mail.
It would be super weird if he had Marianne's file out for any reason.
Why is Brown on a first-name basis with the director of Fireweed? Oh,
What'd you find?
it's an invoice. Eddie Brown, you'll find enclosed the final invoice for resident Tyler Ronan. The Fireweed administration would like to thank you for all of the support you've given us over the years.
I knew Eddie pulled some strings to send you there, but... that's a lot of money.
More backdoors and secret moves.
Maybe he didn't want to make you uncomfortable.
Well, now I feel like I'm in his debt.
Okay, pause here. You are not in debt to somebody who anonymously took action to try to help you out, and then through your snooping, you found out about it. Don't hold Eddie responsible for you having information that you were never supposed to have. Sorry, that would bother me. That Now, Eddie somehow did a bad thing because he anonymously and secretly did this thing to help Tyler. Because as far as we know, Tyler's experience at Fireweed was a very positive one under the circumstances of the law of the law enforcement system believing that he had murdered his mother. He didn't, but he said that he did. So the fact that he went to some place that was helpful and supportive and taught him like mentoring skills, and he's come out like pretty good on the other side from everything that I can see. Don't make that into a bad thing like Eddie was manipulating you to be in his debt. You've broken into his office here. I feel
Looks like he's working with the Office of Child Services on the case.
None of our business.
Well, we don't know that yet. Sent 05. This was sent in 2005? Edward Brown, delivery attempt 2005. What the hell year is this now? This is like 2015, 2016, isn't it, currently?
You applied to a summer drama program back in 2009?
I did, but they rejected me. Michael and I were supposed to go together. He went, but I was stuck here for the summer with no one but Justin Beaver for company. Why?
Well, this letter says you got in.
What the hell? So he just turned it down?
I'm sorry, Allison.
Shouldn't be surprised he's lied to me in the past.
Okay. I don't mean to keep pausing, but we're trying to work out what kind of a human being Eddie is. Liar is currently really high on the list. Now, we don't know what else might have been happening around that time that might have made him, you know, there might be some legitimate reason that we don't know that he wouldn't want Allison going off to that thing. You would also think that he should have the respect of the, let's go with foster daughter that he's been raising, that he would be straight with her. What we know is that Eddie has a penchant for dishonesty.
Brown really wants everyone to know what a fine, upstanding citizen he is, doesn't he?
He's a genuinely good person. And saying that here makes me feel even worse.
The police chief of Delos Crossing hosts charity events?
Huh? Oh, yeah. The community social. He volunteered to help. And since he pretty much knows everyone, and more importantly, who's called the cops on who, he's in charge of the seating chart.
Cordially invited to attend the 34th annual dinner and dance honoring all elders in our communities. So I'm so sorry that I still don't know how to pronounce this word. I'm so sorry that if I'm saying this wrong, I've to my knowledge never heard this word said aloud or encountered it prior to this game. Tlingit? Cultural legacy. And then, yeah, it's 2015 right now. Yeah, so those letters, like he's working with somebody in child services, that fax was like super old. Hey, Eddie, you will find enclosed your invitation letter for the annual
All the emails?
social. As usual, I've included a +1 on the chance that one day you'll use it. Cheers, Elliot.
Let's put the Vecchies next to...
Can you not?
Also, I am not treating this right now like there's a
You finding
time.
anything?
Like there's a timer after which he's going to come upstairs. Otherwise, I'd be much more fast. If we wind up missing an opportunity, I will be sad. Yeah, he's definitely Moose.
Huh. Hey, you.
Majestic Moose. What was his name?
Though we are destined to burn, we emerge as stardust.
Is that? Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Burn it. Burn it with fire.
Why? What is that? Did Allison write poetry and now she's ashamed of it or something?
Dallas Police Force is getting a new officer.
Finally.
This guy has a record, and not a short one. Why is he even in the running?
Shh. Eddie has a really hard time hiring people out here. I don't think he has a choice.
There's always a choice.
Okay, possession of drug paraphernalia, that doesn't say very much at all. Flight to avoid prosecution, giving testimony, that seems like a big deal. And the armed robbery, yeah, that definitely seems like something that you wouldn't want to have a police officer having been convicted of. And then he flees. He might work. So this is Donald M. Mert. We've got an email address and some contact info. U.S. military, private first class E3 from 2001 to 2005. Responsibilities, accountable for actions of team, assisted in training subordinates, equipment maintenance.
Are you sure you checked all the emails?
I haven't checked any emails. What emails, Allison? This is new information to me. Utilize cash register to engage in commercial transactions with customers. Yeah, that's the kind of language you use on a resume. Morale leader. And then graduated from high school. Here's is this honorable discharge? General discharge. Under honorable conditions. Okay. Got it.
Whoa. Brown looked at our file this morning.
Wait, what? What does that mean?
I don't know. But there's a reference number. R68653.
Regarding your request this morning about the Ronin case, it hasn't been digitized yet, so you can find the paper originals in the archives for other references about the case. Transcripts of phone calls have been taken out, but you can find the digitized calls through the appendix. Let me know if you need anything else. Thomas Arbor, Delos Crossing Police Department.
Huh. Tom invited Eddie over for dinner?
Oh, yeah. He's been trying way too hard to get Eddie's endorsement.
Does he? Support Tom?
He preferred staying neutral.
I can see that if I was in his position. Implicit bias training. Good morning, everyone. Please remember your presence is required on Wednesday, November 11th at 1300 hours. I need us all there, so speak now if you can't attend, and I'll reschedule. As I said this morning, we'll be talking about implicit bias. This is not punishment and has nothing to do with the dismissal of Randy Spears. We can all benefit from this discussion no matter who we are. So was Randy Spears the guy that was telling Denise to go get him coffee all the time? I've attached some reading material we'll be discussing and am available if there are any questions. Chief Eddie Brown. I like the idea that the characters in this game are not like malevolent jerks, nor are they perfectly pristine angels, but they're complicated people with some good and some bad. I have a lot of suspicions about Eddie Brown. I also like the fact that he fired that guy who is disrespecting a fellow police officer and is using that as a learning opportunity for everybody else. It's a complicated situation. Like, there's things that I like about him and things that I'm suspicious of. Remind you of the upcoming council meeting and... Hold on. Okay, wait, we gotta read through this. How do I get to the bottom of the Y scroll? Okay, this is at the bottom. So this is the beginning. M. Olevar says, people, we're all adults here. Whoever keeps leaving dirty dishes in the sink better learn to clean up after themselves, or I'll personally stuff said culprit into the washer so they can see how it works. That's from Maria. And then J. Greg says, who pissed in her cereal this morning? And the response was, you hit reply all, Sherlock. And that came from Denise. Jay Greggs, is he the guy with the crew cut?
One of his emails mentioned the archives. That's gotta be where our file is.
Can I take one more look at the youth documentation?
Looks like this is where Brown keeps all his personal mail.
Recipient Office of Child Services. So this came from Eddie Brown. Howard's deposition. Let's bear in mind the name Howard. He faxed something about Howard's deposition back in 2005, which feels like around the time that the crime took place. It's real close, because it's about 10 years ago. I saw it. I just want to see what else is in here. Private and restroom.
I guess we should look up that reference in the archives.
Please tell me you know what the code is.
To the highly confidential police archive?
Then, how am I supposed to open the door?
I spent hours playing next to this room. I'd see people go inside all the time. The keypad does this little tune. Dum-da-dee-doo.
Seriously?
Go on, try.
Okay, we can see what buttons are relevant. 0, 1, 6, and 4. Those are the only ones that are worn through. Da-da-deem 2. Hold on, press. No! Stop. Yeah, how do I reset it? Because I was trying to aim at one of the...
How did that tune go again?
Dum-da-dee-doo.
Dum-da-dee-doo. I'm gonna guess 6. No. Dum-da-dee-doo. That's not gonna be the right tone, but dum-da-dee-doo. I'm trying to think of, like, what tones the different buttons might make. Let's try 4.
You're pressing the wrong numbers.
I'm trying not to. Hold on, I don't want a clue. Oh, it even gives you a thing. Hold on.
How did that tune go again?
Dum-da-dee-doo.
Dum. Da. So what we think is D do. I think 4 is going to be D. And then do. Okay. I didn't notice the little subtitles,
Yes.
but before.
Looks like they're finally going digital.
Oh, that's right. I remember Eddie complaining about this. They're gonna have to resort everything.
Great.
They've digitized their closed files, but only the ones before 1990.
Meaning?
Meaning our file is still somewhere in those boxes.
Perfect. A room of scattered case files and a half-done sorting system.
Yep. This is gonna be so fun for you. I'm gonna go keep a lookout.
What? Why do I have to be the one stuck with box duty?
Because if anyone sees me, I'll have a better excuse for being there. Reach out if you need anything. R68653. Look it up.
Look it up, she says. Okay.
Closed files up to 1990 have been done. Remaining closed files in the left corner. Page me. And then there's a whole number if there's anything. And yeah, so we read in the thing that any of the phone calls will be archived digitally. I think they did say that. But the case file itself will not be.
Nope. Not this one either. Where's the damn box?
Well,
R686.
Number again? 05 R68 653.
Rather than clicking on every single one, I'm now looking to see a box that might match that. R... So this is R66.
No, that's not it.
Right, there's going to be years. The 05 is the year, I would think. So 05, 06, that's when we're looking at, more or less?
Nope.
you finding anything?
Not this one either.
2013, 2014, 2009. It was 2005 when it happened, right? I'm thinking of the 05 as being the year.
That's not it.
Well,
Nope.
This is not a large room, and so far I'm really missing out. Oh, I don't know that I looked at any of these.
Not this one either. Where's the damn box?
you finding?
Here we go.
R686. It was right there.
Looks like a step-by-step record of the investigation.
Notified by my partner, Officer Christian Holt, of accident at Cannery Road, Delos Crossing. White female identified as Marianne Ronan, date of birth 1964, falling over deck into lake, audio recorded. There's some reference numbers of 36354 and 36360. There's probably a call of the, audio recording of the call itself. Holt and I arrived at the scene. This was at 2200, almost 2300. Briefed by Patrol Officer J. Chan and 5622 of Incident Brown. Located witness, oh, and they've redacted the kids' names, the two kids. Date of birth, 93, I thought it was a 193, 93, children of Marianne Ronan. Couldn't get a statement from them as they were under dire stress and shock. The children were taken under care of Patrol Officer J. Chan Brown. Coroner Investigator T. Dickens arrived at scene, rolled prints of victim, Crime Lab Tech D. Tully at scene, completed photographs of scene and recovered an unlicensed shotgun, bullets recovered from location barn. No evidence of it having been fired, I would think, or else they would bring that up.
So far, I'm not seeing anything we didn't know already. It does reference some other files and audio recordings, though.
You might be able to look those up on the computer. Even if our file hasn't been digitized yet, they may already have it in the appendix.
Yeah, they straight up said that. Interviewed children at station, stated that after blank Ronan's hair was cut short by sister, Allison Ronan, Marianne Ronan threatened Tyler Ronan with a gun when, I assume that's T. Ronan, fled from her. She pursued child to the docks. So this would say Tyler Ronan. We know it was Allison, but Tyler Ronan stabbed Marianne Ronan, who was still threatening the child before falling over into the water. Witnesses state they called 911 shortly after Brown. I think Brown is the officer that wrote up that section. Canvas crime scene did not recover pair of scissors claimed by T. Ronan Brown. So they hid the scissors. They could have thrown it deep into the lake. I doubt that they would have dredged the lake over just a pair of scissors, but presented this case to District Attorney B. Cruz, charged T. Ronan with homicide. Wow, so they charged. And I'm not... I guess I'm not surprised that charges were filed, and then the decision was made. Anyway, I don't know anything about this. I should probably stop guessing. Of course, they would have charged it as a crime, but as a minor, I feel like he would have... That's how he got into the youth facility. So I didn't make a note of the reference numbers as we step over to the computer.
All right, I'm in. You can search by keywords. What should I look for?
I don't know. Marianne Ronan, March 1st, 2005?
Can I just... Oh, we have to search at least two. 24-hour homicide report, victim information, crime summary. Can I see it, though? Apparently not. Autopsy report. Marianne Ronan, personal information, and rap sheet. But can I see it? Oh, storage. Oh, hold on. This is where we find the records. So R6 1889 and R6 2766.
References 05 R62 766.
Okay, so we are going to continue this investigation of the archives room. Sorry, I accidentally muted the mic. What I was going to say is that we're going to call this part here, and we'll see you hopefully in just a few moments for part 3 of our playthrough.